Thanks to all the lovely people of Dunedin for a great day, including Damien, one of 4 Uber drivers, who managed to get us back from Tunnel Beach without us getting soaking wet.
Well, you'd be happy to know, viewers, that we did get on the bus and we were going to the right place. Tunnel Beach is about 11 minutes out of Dunedin by car. It took a little longer on the bus with stops, and the bus stop at Tunnel Beach is quite away from where you need to be. From the bus stop itself, you have a couple of kilometre walk, and then you also have a 1 hour return walk to go to Tunnel Beach itself.
Well, we're now walking to Tunnel Beach. We hopped on a bus at the bus mall to go down to Tunnel Beach, and the bus stop is way back there. We still have a long way to go. We looked at going to Lanark Castle, but the ship charges too much in my opinion. It's up around past the $200 mark each. The Tourist Information Centre is $95 each. They have 5 Uber drivers in Dunedin, and they have a few taxis, but there's also 5,000 people in the city right now, so we've opted for a walk, which is really dumb because I haven't got any water on me and I don't have any sunburn cream either, and we've still got another 400 metres to go before we even get to go down to the beach. Bit stinky.
It is signed, so you won't have any trouble finding it, but once you get to the sign you still have a fair walk up over this hill until you get to the entrance. When at the entrance you go up and over a set of stairs, there's a few warnings, and then you are on a steep descent down the cliff face. I'm not even a third of the way down at this point. I'm looking back up and I'm thinking, oh dear. But the views are absolutely spectacular. You can walk all the way down to the piece of land that you see jutting out to the sea there, and just on the other side of that is Tunnel Beach.
If you're old and fat like me, it's probably not a good idea to come to Tunnel Beach. It is straight down to the water along a cliff. I didn't go all the way. An hour return, but it's an hour of excruciating hell. I did half.
And so that you get to see what Tunnel Beach looks like, I have a few clips here from another user. The link is in the description, so you can go and check out their full video.
There's some drop toilets at the top, if you're like me, you're busting. They're not very pleasant, but when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, neither am I.
That's right. I have to live with him, lived with him for 20 years.
I thought it was hilarious that the toilets had to be held down. Could you imagine sitting in this in high winds? Missed a rain squall at Tunnel Beach, and I managed to get an Uber, which took us back to the Octagon, where we settled in for a nice refreshment following that long walk. Spate's Gold Medal was on order, along with some duck fat potatoes.
We're now inside because it's raining. Sunny 1 minute, rain in the next. A little bit like home.
The food was delicious and the service was fantastic. We were having a great day here in Dunedin. The rain hadn't dampened our spirits at all. Once we had had a bite to eat, we were just going to cross the road there behind us, and hop back on the coach to take us to the terminal at Port Chalmers so we can get back on board the ship. It was getting close to about 3:30 at this point. This clip gives you a little bit of an idea about what Port Chalmers looks like. It's quite a quaint little town, sort of nestled into this mountain there, and you can go for walks up there, so if you're that way inclined and you really don't want to go into Dunedin, there's plenty to do here too. It had cooled off somewhat, and in the spirit of having a few more refreshments, because you have a drinks package on board of course, Jeff and I headed to the garden cafe at the rear of the ship and waited to catch up with the others.
Hello, Ali.
Hello, Jeff.
How's your day been?
Doing good, and I'd like to thank the people of Dunedin for making it that way.
Hey, let me tell you, I think we had a bit of a talk last night about service not being so crash hot, and yeah, it's picked up a little bit last night. But let me just say, the folks, the people, the New Zealanders, the Kiwis in Dunedin were just unreal, weren't they?
Yeah, it's good.
Every single shop we went to, it was Boxing Day, by the way. And
You're talking a lot. You talk a lot.
every single one of them, I talk a lot, I know. Every single one of them were fantastic, really friendly, really helpful, helped us out. We went down to the Tunnel Beach, caught a bus, walked a long way, and we've just got back before it started raining. And as Al just said, we got one of 4 Ubers in Dunedin. So congrats to Al for doing it.
Yes, when I first got into town, I dropped into Sparks and got a travel SIM card. It was $29 and it will last the whole trip here. Really just picked it up so in case we needed to get an Uber, because we're talking about going to Lanark Castle. So that was really handy. That's in the phone now for when I turn airplane mode off. We'll be able to grab some mobile data and navigate our way around if needed. I think we'll probably make a lot of use out of that once we get to Auckland. But thanks Damien for being our Uber driver today and coming out to Tunnel Beach to collect us. One of 4 of you.
And if you're coming to Dunedin, thumbs up from us. We loved it. Great place.
Yeah, absolutely loved it.
Not a lot to do, but we seem to fill the day and we want to come back.
Plenty to do. We just didn't have enough time to do all the things that you can do
That's
here.
what I meant to say, Al. I got it wrong.
And we rounded up our day with some dinner on board, lots of drinks, and of course games of shuffleboard. Now our next stop tomorrow is Akaroa. So if you're enjoying the videos, please stick around, give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Look, the boys getting serious.